Hello and welcome to AleksTabletops MTG Quick Study episode 34. My name is Alex and let's start our 34th match? What? Fifth? What? Fourth? It doesn't matter. Yeah, so, let's just launch it and go. Okay, you probably not see it. Okay, now you see it. Good. In this episode, I guess we played again as RPG versus Square 3-1. I don't know what this one is mean. Okay, so I'm playing with Boros deck, white-red. Which is pretty inconsistent. Again, I made these recordings, the game recordings, like a couple of months ago, just to basically create some content, as a start. Ideally, right now I would rethink to upload these matches because now I understand Magic a little bit better and I wouldn't play those type of decks. But again, I decided that what the heck, I will put all recordings that I did regardless because you can learn from all of them. And also it could be a good idea to analyze bad games and bad decisions that I made in terms of putting certain cards in the decks and etc. So the idea of this deck is pretty simple. I mean, we have quite a lot early plays, such as bodyguards and these raptors, and basically all these cards are basically working kind of together. So yeah, we're playing against Selesnya deck, which is a white-green. Match is progressing, it's just probably going to be relatively slow or fast, I don't know. Quick reminder that MTG Quick Study is a series of one-match episodes that focuses on learning from my own matches by rewatching and trying to analyze them. Again, my analysis is going to be a casual for now. Before I will reach a certain level of good analysis, I believe we need to go through at least 100 plus episodes, so it's fine. I mean, there's nowhere to rush. Again, Magic thing, it's not my main thing, so I don't have a crazy idea to do only that. Again, I'm an artist in heart and first and foremost, and then I have my hobbies such as Magic the Gathering and other stuff. But again, unfortunately, as you know, hobbies is something that you usually don't have that much time on, and I wish I could spend more time to create a little bit better episodes and basically make them scripted and better better quality. But again, I have to prioritize. I still want to create this type of content because you never know who might like it. So if it will help someone, like beginners or whatever, it could be a good idea to do this. So it's better than not doing it at all, because again, okay, so we get a pretty decent situation here. Right here, I believe, I don't know if I will play Heroic Reinforcements. Probably will, because this is kind of, we have to do it now. It will force opponent. Oh, come on. Okay, that was a stupid mistake. I mean, now they actually in the current update they are get rid of this problem. So as you see, I wanted to attack with all creatures, but I made a quite misplay because I was in a rush. I mean, usually I'm just pressing attack with all and they're attacking and that's it. But since Raptor is attacking automatically, in current update they are basically managed to cover this problem by having an exclamation point on top of the raptors and such cards that could have to attack each turn if able. They're not attacking, so it kind of gives us the ability to actually attack with all. And here, unfortunately, as you see, come on, again, the only attacker, and if I would want to attack with all of them, I need to remove it from combat and then re-attack with all of them. Or just basically not rush and attack with all creatures separately. It's kind of annoying, but again, in current update, they are managed to cover that. Because again, this recording was made before the update, long ago. So for now, as I said before, all these episodes that I'm going to record, especially in English, they're going to be relatively outdated in terms of the update. I mean, the cards will stay the same and meta probably will stay kind of the same because this has the same sets as the previous one, as the current sets. So meta will stay the same for now. Hopefully I will manage to put all these episodes on YouTube before the new update with new set of Ravnica, which will change metagame, and all these games will become relevant. So either way, I will upload, like, as per usual, 3 episodes per week in Russian and 3 episodes per week in English for now. And once I will reach a kind of a linear play. I mean, by that, I mean, so for now, as I said, like, I recorded all those episodes like a couple of months ago, and my main goal is to reach the point where I'm going to, like, record these episodes and put this commentary recording with a small difference, like a couple of days or something like that, to make them a little bit more relevant. But for now, since I have a lot of stuff to do, I will kind of do that for now. Okay, good, we got Settle the Wreckage, so that means that hopefully the opponent will start to attack with all creatures next turn. We'll be able to Settle the Wreckage all of them and basically kill opponent next turn, if we will get lucky. So now it all comes down to what opponent will do. Okay, History of Benalia. Yeah, I need to be careful here. And also one of the reasons why I don't have in-game sound here, because usually when I'm playing those games, like, I'm either watching something, or, like, while playing, or listening to music. So because of this, of course, it all is going to be on recording. I kind of have to sometimes mute the audio and just go with the play. So there's no sound. Not every video is not going to have sound, like in-game sound. Some of the videos, like, that I recorded without watching or listening to anything, of course they're going to be that. So again, it's pretty hard to analyze something like at this particular point, because again, the main idea for the opponent is to put as many creatures as possible in play. Again, we're both playing a pretty weird and inconsistent decks, I believe. Like, the opponent has a pretty weird and inconsistent deck. I have a pretty weird and inconsistent deck. So it's pretty hard to say what exactly these decks are. Like, I don't even know what my deck is truly, because up to this point, I believe all of my decks were kind of a jank decks. I didn't try to make them anything more. Like, I don't like, personally, I don't like aggro decks that much. My favorite decks are mid-range, and the problem is mid-range decks has to have a certain strategies regardless, but one of the problems for my decks, when I'm trying to make a mid-range deck, I usually create from a mid-range an actual jank deck. So, and because of this, I can't call my decks mid-range. They usually are jank decks. Okay, opponent definitely will make a mistake by attacking with all creatures, and this is going to be the mistake. So, of course, we're not going to use Settle the Wreckage now. I want to test opponents from a couple of turns to give opponent kind of the idea that we don't have Settle the Wreckage, and because of this we're going to kind of sacrifice creatures and etc. Like we don't have another choice. It kind of gives opponent a false idea that we don't have Settle the Wreckage. So right now what opponent is trying to do is basically feel us out, or basically feeling the situation, like, okay, do you have Settle the Wreckage or not? Like, should I attack with all creatures or not? Because again, I will attack with all creatures and I'm winning next game. This is what opponent is thinking. And of course I need to keep Settle the Wreckage. So hopefully opponent will just basically, like, next turn is going to force opponent to attack, because a lot of knights will get +2/+1, and this is going to be the thing that will basically the crucial mistake for the opponent. Like, sometimes the situations in the game will force you to do certain thing, and here this is the worst idea possible to do that. So, especially considering the fact that we have a Settle the Wreckage, the only deck that you can be sure to attack against white with all creatures is if you have a counter spell in your deck. So, and as we know, green-white doesn't have counter spells in their decks. So, yeah. But again, I would probably keep at least half of the creatures in play. I would attack with all knights. Yes, I would probably lose them, but at least I would have certain, like half of the creatures to still get back. But again, I guess my bluff was working, or worked eventually. Like the fact that I didn't use Settle the Wreckage for a couple of times. But again, this is usually how Settle the Wreckage works. I mean, opponent fills you, like filling you out, or how to properly say it. And after opponent kind of thinks that you might not have anything, opponent decides to take a risk, and yeah. But it's not over yet. I mean, opponents still will be able to produce a lot of tokens, and there is a good idea, a good chance that this deck actually. Oh, this is pretty bad. So it's also a good chance that this deck is a has at least one copy of the weird enchantment that produces angels instead of tokens. There's a good chance of that. Yeah, opponent wants to scry. Opponent definitely needs lots of decks here. No, lots of cards to get back. So, and I believe somewhere here opponent might give up. But again, opponent still has cards, so the game could turn in other direction. Okay. I truly don't remember if I actually will win this game or not. Like, it seems like this game is pretty interesting. I mean, like, this is a good match up of one inconsistent kind of a jank deck against the other inconsistent jank deck, and because of this match is actually pretty interesting. But when you playing with the jank deck against a super reliable, like a tournament deck, which has 4 copies of each card and like almost, and it has a definitive strategy, you probably your junk deck was going to like definitely look weak. So, and also we're getting a pretty decent cards, making pretty good decisions throughout the game. So opponent thinks that he or she is going to win next turn, so we need to do something. Again, I don't have that much of experience in playing this deck, so what I need to do, like what I'm thinking in here, like, will be able to use Legion Guildmage to basically kill opponent passively? Like, should I play Harley or not, like Planeswalker, or instead just basically deal 3 damage in the face? I decided to play Harley because I kind of want to, again, this is a safer choice. I will gain life based on the like the biggest creature power that I have, so 5, which is good. And although opponent still has a chance, I have more chances by doing this. So again, I decided to play safely, and it was a good idea probably. So yeah, again, it's pretty hard to analyze these type of matches because it's just hard. It's something that you usually not being able to do. Okay, oh snap, we're going to get a mythic. Oh yeah, this is actually perfect. Without playing their mana cost, this is a perfect one. We're definitely gonna use it at some point. So yeah, oh snap, I actually opened a booster. Okay, we need to see that. This is something that I'm rarely like doing. Let's see. Okay, pretty cool. Oh snap! Yeah, this is actually a pretty good one. I mean, we got a mythic, and we got a pretty decent rare, which is pretty sick. I mean, yeah, cool. So yeah, I guess this is kind of will sum up this episode. Again, 2 episodes more. Like, I will record the next 2 episodes like right away after this one. So without further ado, let's just go into the next one. This will sum up this episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a boost. If you want more, subscribe and set the bell note. Visit AleksConnects on Twitch to be a part of MTG Study live sessions. Have a nice day or night, and see you in the next episode. Bye.